What is good, everyone? This video is for my gym cells. Pretty much, I'm just going to be doing a tier list of gym supplements, and I'm not trying to waste your time, so let's get right into it. All right, bang. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 supplements. I want to make a part 2 to this. This part 1 is just kind of common ones, you know, like more well-known common ones. But in part 2, this video gets 5 comments. All it takes is 5 comments. Or I'm going to talk about super niche ones, some underground unknown stuff. Or I might just test them myself first because I haven't even tried some of these. All right, anyway, let's get right into it. So boom, we're going to start off strong with creatine. Bro, I mean, I don't even got to say anything. This is instantly going up into S tier. For me personally, when I hop on creatine, after the loading phase, I put on like 10 pounds. Like, it's not even funny. Strength goes up, muscle mass. Like, I really notice it go up. Like, it's actually crazy how much just muscle I put on from creatine. Like, it genuinely blows my mind. It's crazy. That's pretty much creatine. All it really does is, you know, enhances the effectiveness of your mitochondria. Make sure when you're taking it, you stay hydrated because it will dehydrate you and it can bloat you. And if you're going to take more than 5 grams a day, don't take it all at once. My 2 favorite ways to take it, I have flavored creatine. You know, first I also thought like, yeah, what the fuck is this like GMO bullshit? But you know, it's actually clutching. I can't lie. It's like this blue raspberry flavored creatine, and I just squeeze half a lemon into it, shake the bottle, and then bro, it tastes hella good and it tastes hydrating. But just creatine with water, bro, I'm not trying to drink that. And then my other scoop, I usually mix it into a shake or like a yogurt bowl. So yeah, bro, I don't like drinking just raw creatine with water. So those are my 2 favorite methods. All right, moving on, we got test boosters. So over here I got black and blue OX from Enhanced Labs, not sponsored by the way. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of experience with test boosters, not with these specifically, but I've tried a lot of them, and I'll just say right away it's cope. So some of them do something, you know, like Tonkat Ali definitely like has a noticeable effect. You know, maybe not for everyone, for some people more subtle than others, but even if they do have some shift in your testosterone, it might just end up being converted to estrogen. That's first of all, because your body balances it out. Even if you like add 20% to your testosterone right now, you're not going to see much of a difference in the gym. I think you only really see a difference once you boost your test by like a lot, like almost like doubling it. That's when you really notice effects. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, that's my opinion. All right, next up we got pre-workout. So a lot of pre's, you know, they have a bunch of amino acids, which is good. They have caffeine, which if that, you know, brings intensity to your workout, if that makes you work out harder, push yourself more to failure, then, you know, in the end, it indirectly does increase muscle. And if it has vasodilators like, you know, agmatine sulfate, nitric oxide, vasodilators, that's also good for like building muscle. Overall, I wouldn't say it's anything too crazy, but, you know, it can make a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to give it a B tier. I mean, not even a little bit, you know. Some people can rely on it too much for sure. I only really like drink it when I'm doing workouts with friends. Anyway, so yeah, I'd say it's a B. Like, it doesn't really make you huge, but it can definitely help, especially if you have like no energy or low motivation for the gym. All right, next up we got whey protein powder. So this one really depends. If you can't get your hands on like, you know, normal protein, eggs, meat, fish, cheese, nuts, then yeah, it's a good alternative if you have literally like not that many sources of protein. But I'm gonna assume most of you do. All those sources are way better sources of protein than protein powder. When I first started the gym, you know, I loved protein powder, but now it's just, bro, like, just eat some eggs, bro. Just eat some red meat. Just eat some nuts, cheese, like whatever, bro. Like, you don't fucking need this. And even my protein shakes, literally I get enough protein from just the milk, and I throw in like a fat spoon of peanut butter. More plant-based protein on top of that is just kind of like, there's no fucking point. Because bro, honestly, protein is actually overrated, if you didn't know. So yeah, I'm gonna give whey protein, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna give it in B tier because technically protein is important for muscle, but just, you know, whey protein itself, like protein powder, not really necessary if you ask me. All right, next up we got magnesium glycinate. So this would be used for recovery because, you know, apparently magnesium glycinate has a lot of benefits when it comes to, you know, recovering your muscles, and just overall recovery. I'd say that's good for sure. I don't think it makes a huge difference. If you wake up and you're sore after your workouts, or you know, you find that it's hard for you to fall asleep or you don't recover well, this could be not a game changer, not a full game changer, but it could definitely be super useful. I've definitely used it a lot. But one caveat about this: if you're ever about to buy magnesium glycinate, please check the ingredients and make sure that it's pure magnesium glycinate. That should be the only ingredient, because usually these companies, what they do, they make a blend where they have a bit of magnesium glycinate and a lot of magnesium oxide, which is the cheapest form of magnesium, which doesn't actually really have that many benefits. I would also give it a B tier. You know, it's not like, next up we got electrolytes. This actual electrolyte on the image right here is like the last one that I bought, which was, you know, a few months ago. I don't really buy these, but yo, this flavor, this brand was so good. It felt like non-GMO. But anyway, yeah, so this is so electrolytes, you know, what else can I say? Pretty much just electrolytes. What the fuck am I saying? Pretty much shit that you mix into your water that hydrates you. I'd say this is hella important. What I do mostly nowadays, I just use lemon, and I also eat a shit ton of fruits. So yeah, I think electrolytes are hella important, but I think this is more of like, you know, an alternative to if you can't use lemon and fruits, because I'm telling you, lemon and fruits is the method for electrolytes. So this is good if you're not really going to be doing that. But yeah, I would say this is pretty freaking important. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but yeah, it's important for sure. B tier. Damn, a lot of these are B tier. All right, up next we have your BCAAs. So bro, if you ask me, this is pretty much, I would say, the same thing as protein powder, but worse. These are branched chained amino acids. This is what basically makes a protein. And bro, like, you can get this shit from your diet. You do not need BCAAs unless you're vegan. This is pretty cope. Yeah, I would even say you know what, bro, honestly, test boosters, I'm gonna move it up. You know, I'm gonna move it up just because BCAAs, bro, you're going into D tier. All right, and last but not least, we got black maca. So I'm actually on my first ever cycle of black maca right now, about 2.5 weeks in. And you know, I actually notice it. It's subtle, but pretty much all it really does is boost my energy. Like in the gym, I'm more in that like workout mood, but not like pre-workout. Just kind of like, I don't even see it as like a gym supplement, to be honest. It's more of like a life day-to-day supplement. Like it has a lot some pretty cool effects, you know. I noticed that like throughout the day I feel a bit more fried. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, also like, yeah, boosted energy. The energy is probably the most noticeable thing for me. Mood and energy, this thing like actually like boosted my mood and energy so much, it's crazy. But yeah, for the gym, it just kind of increases your energy. So I'm going to give it a C for the gym. You know, above the test boosters though, because yeah, I noticed black maca more than test boosters for sure. All right, and that is it for this tier list. Bang. Take a screenshot, put it on your wall, and leave a comment so I can make a part 2 on more niche ones, or either a part 2 or I'm gonna test out some hella unknown stuff. But yeah, I might just do it anyway, bro. Just leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed the vid, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.